It's the Solitaire Joker and Isaac Anderson crossover special. I remember when this was new. You see, for a while, and you can argue kinda now, Go Anime Caillou ruled the world. But these two YouTubers were different than other ones because one focused on witty humor along with pop culture references, which is Solitaire Joker, and Isaac Anderson focused on great and big stories. Anyways, let's get to the plot. The plot is Isaac Anderson, Caillou, who I'll be referring to as Caillou. Caillou gets tired of his dad being a complete jerk to him, and then a portal appears in his room. He doesn't question why, and he jumps right into it. And then he ends up in a desert, whilst the tornado takes him to a different spot. This spot happens to be the home of Caillou from the Solitaire Joker series. And him and Caillou are playing a video game until they get a knock at the door, which is Caillou. But Caillou and Caillou, or Caillou, are too busy playing Spider-Man, and to be fair, this joke is pretty funny.
I'm going to die!
After that jab at the Spider-Man video game, Caillou goes to finally answer the door, who is waiting there is Caillou. Caillou explains his situation on how he ended up in a portal and how he's running away from his dad. So then him and Caillou hit it off pretty well and they become friends. And Caillou offers Caillou to live at his house after referencing another episode. The special does that a lot. So Caillou gives Caillou a house tour and shows him a lot of the rooms, including a claw machine. I do like this one joke about the fact that their size is never consistent. And there's also a video game spoof where they have to kill a bunch of clones of them. Then Caillou questions the probability of this, considering the fact that the house blew up, and Caillou just says that it's a cartoon and it doesn't necessarily matter. Then Caillou faints, and then a few moments later, Boris discovers them, but then a couple seconds later, Caillou's Boris discovers everyone, and both Borises are out to destroy both Caillou's. Surprisingly, they actually don't team up, with the Caillou or Isaac Anderson Boris being so heartless and doesn't even care about his other dimension self. And Boris from the Solitaire Joker series gets stabbed in the the chest by the Isaac Anderson Boris, resonating how that Boris is just complete evil. So Caillou and Caillou are running from, at first, to just the Isaac Anderson Boris, but then it's revealed that the Solitaire Joker Boris is still alive, and that a clone of Caillou from the episode where Caillou clones himself, the Solitaire Joker one, and he's been following them ever since. And Caillou gets killed from a Kamehameha wave from Boris. And then after this, Caillou who fights Boris, but Boris is in a second form, so he's way more powerful. But through some funny antics, they are able to kill Boris by simply just deflecting the projectile back at him.
Oh shit.
Then we get to the finale, where they're in a doodle land. I assume this was one of Isaac Anderson's series, but I can't answer that because his original channel is gone. So, him and the Isaac Anderson Boris have a final fight, because Boris kills the Solitaire Joker Caillou. And I actually like this fight a lot better than the MMD fight, because the 2D animation lends itself better to cartoony nature. So Caillou and Boris have one final fight, referencing movies and video games. Caillou and Boris have a lightsaber fight that actually ends it, and I was expecting Caillou to win, but Boris is actually the one who destroys Caillou. He Even though the special isn't always the best, I still love it. So that's why I rate it an 8 out of 10. I'll see you guys tomorrow.